early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds, maybe a little bit of nerves, and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Thomas back to pass. Complete. Runs through a tackle. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Utes in the hurry-up. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 50, and he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the the juice. Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Utes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a little off. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got some room to run.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back.
A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet. This offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Fields. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Missouri wants to go fast.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Bray. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Utes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receivers? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult, difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Lowers those pads. He now has 61 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Thomas looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taken into the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, pull right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the grab. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And first down for the offense.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here we go. Thomas back to pass. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Hussein. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On the run, still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Kick is in the air. The ball pops out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Listen, I love the individual effort by this punt returner, and he's trying to make guys miss. He's trying to make a big play for his team, but you cannot put the ball on the ground. You just now gave the ball right back to the opponent after your defense forced the punt.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Snap in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. What a disappointment. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Still looking on the move. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Punt is in the air. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Thomas looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Hussein. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensively, what a gift. You're trying to force 4th down. You're trying to give up a field goal attempt, not thinking about forcing a turnover. Great job getting the quarterback outside the pocket. He scrambles. You make a big play. Not only are you not giving up a field goal, you get the ball right back to your offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for space. It's Green. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Missouri wants to go fast. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on.
Trying to get behind the defense. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Thomas back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Hussein. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Utes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to find some room. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Thomas looking to fire. He's got the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers trying to create some confusion. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bray. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Bray. Running into the open space. It's a running room. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Base 27, jump, ready, go.
Thomas back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Missouri wants to go fast. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing.
He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Keeps looking downfield. Pulls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Thomas looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Utah!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And back to the air on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback...
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They just keep firing. He tries to take the top off. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Thomas back to pass. They're working that left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bray. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Throwing right. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready? Hornet. Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the Utes get enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Thomas looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Corner's going to give them room. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they